Are you ready?
You're tuned in to SlappyVlog Live, right here on Picardo TV.
It's time to get busy.
Now here's your host, Slappyfrog.
Oh man, finally! Slappyfrog here to give you guys a new live stream. Sorry guys, I did not expect this to take that long to do a live stream. Yeah, my earbuds broke, so I ended up ordering some new ones. When those came in, the sound quality was pretty fucking bad. Like, I had no idea there was a difference between earphones and earbuds. But the sound on those things sound really muffled and just low quality. And I need to be able to listen to myself when I record this, so to make sure I don't have any background noises going on. So I ended up ordering a different pair of earphones, but those suck too. So I'm getting mad over here now. Why are there so many different fucking earphones and earbuds out there, man? And you have to be careful with what you buy, because even if you get really good sounding earphones, if you give those things a slightly hard enough pull, then they're broke. So finally I have some good earphones that I know will work and last a really long time. So everything's back to normal, I guess. Well, it looks like a lot of you guys really enjoyed the last livestream vlog I did, so I guess this is gonna be a new thing. As you guys can hear, the audio quality might sound a little different. When I saw the feedback from you guys, I thought to myself, well shit, I'm gonna be doing more audio, so I might as well try and get more professional stuff. So I did some research and bought some new audio equipment. Thanks again to the Patreon supporters for providing me the funds. I bought a pop filter. I also got a mic stand and more acoustic foam. Hopefully things will sound better. Yeah, I don't have to be in an awkward position to hold the damn mic the whole time. Yeah, before I bought the mic stand, I had to balance the damn thing perfectly and record as much as I could before I needed to move and stretch. But once I did that, the mic would just get fucked up and I would have to spend 15 minutes trying to get it back to normal. It really sucked, but now everything is fixed and I really like the way everything sounds now. So last time I did my live stream, I had the highest amount of people watching it. It's currently my new record. A whopping 6 people watched. And one of them was Lusty Lizard. Like, what? What are you doing here? That's amazing. I was pretty happy to see that. Yeah, I'm pretty famous now. Let me just kick down the door open to James Cameron's office in Hollywood and be like, yeah, so what are you working on? Avatar 2? Pfft, you're wasting your time. I want you to make a movie about me. Oh, you don't know who I am? I am Mr. Sir Dr. Slappyfrog III Jr. and I had 6 people watch my live stream on Picardo last month. So, what do you think of that? Then Cameron would spit out his coffee. Oh, holy shit! One movie coming right up, Mr. Frog! But seriously, that was really cool because my previous streams, I was lucky to hold even 3 people. But also, I was looking up other streamers on Picardo, and even though I'm saying these low numbers, they aren't that bad when you compare them to the numbers overall on Picardo. Like, it seems the average numbers on Picardo is between 10 and 20, and having just about 39 people on your Picardo livestream is just enough to get you to the main page of the site. Like, the highest number of people I've seen on a Picardo livestream so far was 107. And yeah, that's a pretty big number compared to my 6. But when you look at, say, Twitch numbers, who are pulling in like 4,000 or 5,000 people at any given moment, Picardo doesn't have shit on Twitch. So my 6 viewers that day would probably be more like 100 people on Twitch. And if all I would need is just 20 more viewers to get to the main page of Picardo, well then I'm not doing so bad. Oh, and holy shit, I saw Aatrox live streaming the other day. Aatrox is the creator of Serendipity, in case you forgot. And I saw his numbers and he only had 23 people. Like, you've been drawing that same fucking cat for like 10 years now and you can only get 23 people on your live stream. Like, fuck, give me 1 year of live streaming regularly and I bet you I can pull over 23 people. Like, I know it can't be that hard if 23 people want to watch that same pink cat being drawn over and over again. Oh, in today's live stream, I'm going to draw Serendipity jumping for the 90th time. You guys would much rather see some tits. Alright, ignoring Aatrox now. Another thing I noticed on Picardo streamers are that almost no one talks. Most of the time, it's just them listening to their own music. Typically, it's some Japanese pop music or something like that. Like, I never truly realized the difference between Twitch and Picardo until I looked up other streamers. But I will say, I do love Picardo because at least it does let people like me live stream porn. But other than that, Twitch is the main place anyone would want to be. But I don't know if what I'm saying upsets anyone in chat. I'm not trying to sound rude, and ultimately, it's not about the numbers, whether it's 1, 5, 50, or 100. I'm just glad to be drawing with anyone around. Damn it, Twitch. I still get upset because I can't livestream over there. Well, I could, but it can't be porn related. And drawing porn is pretty much all I do. And then, like I said, I don't really play that many video games, so unless you guys want to watch me juggle for 3 hours, I probably won't be on Twitch anytime soon. Yeah, I juggle. Ladies. Impressed? I can juggle 2 balls in my mouth. Oh my gosh, so dumb. No, but seriously though, even though I think it would be difficult for me to come up with something to live stream other than porn, I think I will eventually get on Twitch later on this year. I have some really awesome plans for the future, so shit is gonna get amazing at the end of the year. Okay, so let's get into some real topics. Some real news. Movies. Benjamin Fentley asked me a question on movies. What are some of my favorite action movies? I can't say that I have any favorite action movies. I've seen action movies before, but I can't say that they were my favorite. The Negotiator was a good movie, if that counts. I don't think it does, though. That part when Samuel L. Jackson made that newbie negotiator his bitch, that was fucking hilarious. I remember it was like 2 in the morning, and me and my brother were flipping through channels, and we just saw it because it had Samuel L. Jackson in it, so we just watched it. And overall, the movie was pretty good. But the fucking bit when... Okay, I can't say it. The clip is too good. Let me put a clip right here.
Sabian?
No, it's Farley.
Look, Farley, I told you, I don't want to talk to anyone but Chris Sabian.
Yeah, he's on his way. Okay, he's gonna be here real soon. We just need a little bit more time. Okay?
But you don't have more time, Farley.
Danny, please tell me what are you doing here? Okay, this is like pretty serious.
You're goddamn right this is serious, so why don't you take me seriously?
Well, we are. We just I just want to talk to you. Okay.
Wait. You think you can talk me down, Farley?
Look, I need to tell me what you want. All right.
Okay, Farley. You want a shot? I'll give you a shot. Yeah, we got some time before Sabian gets here. Oh, what do I want? Let's see. How about, can I see a priest?
No, you can't see a priest.
That's good, Farley. That's good. You shouldn't let me see a priest, because a priest is associated with death, and you don't want me thinking about death in my state, now do you?
No.
But you told me no, Farley. You can't say no. Never use no in a hostage situation.
Danny, would you relax a little bit?
I'm relaxed. I'm very fucking relaxed. But let me give you some advice. Never say no to a hostage taker. It's in the manual. Now, are you going to tell me no again?
No, I'm not.
No, wrong answer. Eliminate no from your vocabulary, Farley. Never use no, don't, won't, or can't. All right? It eliminates options. The only option that leaves is to shoot someone. Understand?
Yes, I do.
Good. See, yes is good. If you say no again, I'll kill somebody, all right? Now, let's practice. Can I see a priest?
Let's not. You know what? Can we just, like, talk
You wanted to talk? We are talking. Now, can I see a priest?
I'll see what I can do.
That's good, Farley. Now you're learning. Now, I'd like a submachine gun so I can blow everyone away.
I'll look into that.
Good. You're doing good, Farley. You ever cheat on your wife, Farley?
No.
Watch yourself. I'll kill someone. You ever cheat on your wife? Answer.
I'll see what I can do. I'd have to think about that. I'll look into that.
You ever, dress up like a schoolgirl and get your ass spanked, Farley?
Danny, look. Okay, all I want to do is just talk to you.
I am talking. Now, did you or did you not ever dress up like a schoolgirl and get your ass spanked?
I have to look into that, Danny.
Oh,
I don't.
Jesus, Farley, you know, nothing against you dressing up like a little girl, but I didn't know that about you, Farley.
Danny, you know, this is really, really unproductive.
Unproductive? You're right. It is. So, tell me a joke, Farley. You know any jokes?
No.
No! You just cost someone their life, Farley. Game over!
Man, when we first saw that part, we could not stop laughing. So yeah, favorite action movie, I guess? The Negotiator, when he asks if he likes to dress up like a girl and get spanked. Oh shit, yeah, I remember now. Favorite action movie, Flashpoint Paradox. That counts, doesn't it? The DC direct-to-video cartoon? That would have to be my favorite action movie. I remember that movie came out like just around the time I first started drawing porn, and me and my little brother just got out of an argument that day. I can't remember what we argued about, but I do remember I went too hard on him, and I started to feel bad after the way I treated him. So I was like, hey man, I'm sorry, let me order us up a pizza and we can watch a movie. So he agreed, and so I just looked online for a good movie to watch, and I'd heard a lot of good things about this Flashpoint Paradox. So we watched it, and wow, I was not expecting what I saw. Fucking people dying, Bruce Wayne's dad becoming Batman, and Superman looking all scrawny. How Wonder Woman fucking killed the Shazam kids. Fucking no! I was on the edge of my seat from that movie. Fuck, that was good. And I hate the Flash. Everyone wants to say Superman is overpowered. No, fucking the Flash is overpowered. The guy can do anything he wants because time is not an issue to him. He could dodge anything Superman throws at him, because they already established in the comics or whatever that the Flash is faster than Superman. Anyway, even though I'm not a fan of the Flash, I fucking love that movie. And at the end, where Flash gives Bruce Wayne that letter from his dad, fuck dude, I had tears running down my face, man. Damn, that movie was good. Like, if any DC direct-to-video animated movie ever needed to be rated R, it needed to be this one. I remember everyone was hyping the hell out of that Batman Killing Joke movie because it was going to be rated R. And I was pretty hyped for it too, especially when I heard that there was supposed to be a sex scene with Batgirl and Batman. So I was like, fucking damn, I'd better watch this with my pants down. This is gonna be good. Man, what a fucking letdown that was. There was nothing rated R about that movie. Oh, some guy says bitch. That's it. It's like that episode of South Park where everyone was getting hyped because they were gonna say shit on live TV. The Batman Killing Joke movie should have been rated PG-13 like all the other movies. There was a sex scene in the Assault on Arkham movie and that got PG-13. Hell, I would argue that that movie was more deserving of an R rating than the Batman Killing Joke movie. Same with the Flashpoint Paradox movie. So I would love to see another animated video like Flashpoint Paradox, but an R-rated version, with some fucking nudity too. Not this kid-friendly implied sex bullshit. I'd go out and buy 5 copies of that masterpiece. Oh yeah, sorry to anybody who hasn't seen these movies, by the way. Spoilers! Oh yeah, that reminds me. I was thinking of making a new series on my YouTube channel where I would review movies. I really wanted to make it after I saw Suicide Squad. Like, that movie was really bad. It started to annoy me so much that I decided to just ignore the actual movie and start dubbing over everyone in my head. Like, I vaguely remember at the end of the movie where Enchantress was going to die, she tells the guy like, "You don't have the balls." And that was so out of place. Like, really? A 1,000-year-old witch is gonna make some modern-day wisecrack? She might as well have said something like, "Bitch, you trifling with a thrill thug." And then hold up gang signs. Wu-Tang. Like, DC just needs to reboot their franchise. The Man of Steel was okay. Batman v Superman gave me a fucking headache with all the stupidity and bullshit going on. And even the fucking Justice League trailer. It looks exactly like Batman v Superman, but with different characters. In the fucking Wonder Woman trailer, that movie looks like it's gonna be shit. Like, is anybody gonna go see that movie? Why did they have to cast that A-cup bitch with the fucking padded tits? Like, obviously you're not gonna make it 1-to-1 scale compared to the comics. But this woman they cast looks like fucking Ela from H3H3. No tits, no ass, just skin and bones. But she's supposed to be like this super strong goddess or whatever. You're not gonna sell that to me looking like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, she looks pretty hot, but not as Wonder Woman. I don't know if I should give these guys another chance. Like, the trailers just make it look like it should just be called Batman and Friends. Oh, but they're gonna try and look desperate and cram all these corny jokes. Just admit that you fucked up the DC Cinematic Universe and redo it. They did it with Spider-Man and no one's up in arms about that. Okay, well, another movie I like, but it's not an action movie, would probably be Schindler's List. It's more like an artsy movie. But it's really good. Like how everything is in black and white until the very end. That was really interesting. I remember I was just flipping through channels one day and I just saw it start. So I figured I would just check it out and see what all the hype is about. All I remember before watching this movie was that it was this powerful movie about Jews. So I watched it and the beginning of the movie was kind of boring. Like I had my fingers on the controller getting ready to change it. But I kind of pushed through and gave it an extra 10 minutes. But as the movie progressed, I kind of got more into the movie. At the end of the movie, I had the feels, man. Like, this was the first movie that I actually, like, had feelings for. Like, I could feel the emotion. Like, I'd never cried at a movie before that. Like, at the end, when he couldn't save as many Jews as he wanted. Like, damn, that was so insane. Like, that movie really makes you sympathize with Jews. I don't think you can make a movie like that with, say, like, the Muslims. Oh, man. I don't know, you might be cheering on the Nazis. Fuck. Okay, before things get too extreme. Oh, let me backtrack to the DC movies again for a second. Injustice, that's a good DC movie. I know you guys are like, that's a video game, Slappyfrog. What are you, fucking stupid? Fucking gay? And to that I say a little bit of both. No, I know it's a game, just the story mode on it. Like, just watch the movie on YouTube, it's amazing. I'm not gonna play it, I'm just gonna watch the story mode online. I used to be into fighting games, but as of late, people just take this stuff way too seriously. Yeah, let's get out of movies now. Good question, by the way, Benjamin Fintley. So anyway, you can't even comment on something like Street Fighter V videos on YouTube without some shit stain trying to argue with you on it. I remember a long time ago, I watched two people play Street Fighter IV on YouTube, and they were in a tournament with like people in an audience and announcers and all that cool stuff. Like it was before Twitch was even a big thing. And one of the guys kept spamming the fucking Hadoukens. He would always Hadouken 4 times, then jump kick, over and over again. And so I just had to comment on it. I can't remember exactly what I said, but it was something like, this is just a spam fest. And oh man, was that a mistake. I had like 10 different people reply back to me calling me a bunch of fucking names and saying shit like, oh, you don't know shit about Street Fighter, bro. Get the fuck out of here, you scrub loser. I like to eat shit. Okay, that last part was a joke. But yeah, if that's the best Street Fighter has to offer me, then I don't think I want to play it. I used to play Mortal Kombat back on the original Xbox. Like, dude, Mortal Kombat Armageddon. I was on the top 50 leaderboards. I got to rank 38 and I lost it because the game put me up against the guy who was number 1 on the leaderboards. Oh man, let me go ahead and tell you this story. And it really sucks because I have no way to proving that this actually happened other than my 2 brothers. My 2 brothers were there watching me when this happened. Okay, so if anybody played Mortal Kombat Armageddon, you know that they had a create a fighter mode. So you can create your own guy and fight against these people and stuff like that. Now, I never used that. Instead, I just used Baraka. So one night I was playing Mortal Kombat Online, and I was raping asses like always. Then the game matched me up against this guy who was first placed on the official Mortal Kombat leaderboards. Now, I can't remember his name, but I do remember he used a character that he made in the character creator, and the guy looked like a black Power Ranger. Now, during the fight, all this faggot did was spam low kicks. Now, I don't mean he did 2 or 3 low kicks at a time. I mean, he literally only did fucking low kicks. Now, since it was his created character, this low kick he had let him get closer and closer to me. Like he was doing that classic Russian dance move, you know what I'm talking about? Anyway, I tried to hit him with projectiles, and that just went right over him. I tried to do a jump kick, but his foot was higher than his head, so his foot would hit me before I hit him. The only way I could hit him was by swiping left or right, and if I was lucky and timed it right, it would hit him, but it had to be timed perfectly right, otherwise his fucking low kicks would get me. So I ended up losing the game, and I lost my rank 38 on the leaderboards because this guy spammed low kicks the whole game. So I was pissed. Not only to lose my 38 rank, but to know that the person who is number 1 on the leaderboards only got there by spamming one move. Now, right after I lost, I challenged him to a rematch. Now, this time I went as slow as I could. If I wasn't going to beat him traditionally, I was going to let the timer beat him instead. So he accepted the rematch, and I made sure to time it just right so that I could get the first attack on him. Once I hit him that one time, I just walked back and waited until the time ran out. My brothers were like, yeah, fuck this guy, yeah, you're gonna win. The guy saw what I was doing and actually started to play. Man, I wrecked his ass as soon as he started to fight. So I was winning, but just before the game could end, he lagged out of the game, so no one won. Oh my gosh, because he didn't quit, he lagged out on purpose. Because back in those days with the original Xbox, lag switches were like all the rage, so anyone could use them. Like, I'm sure anybody who played Halo 2 online knows what I'm talking about. So not only did this guy suck at playing the game, and only got to the top by spamming one move, but when someone actually outsmarted him, he would just lag out. So it was either he won or no one won. Ooh. I never played that game again. And we didn't have a phone or anything to record it with, because that was still a new thing. I still talk about it with my brothers every now and then. Like, yeah, you remember when I beat that guy in first place in Mortal Kombat Armageddon? Yeah, I do. I don't have the gamer tag anymore either. It was Torcotton Warrior, if anybody is interested. Yeah, I was a big Baraka fan at the time. And I never really got into any of the other Mortal Kombat games after Armageddon. It just brings up bad memories. I just quit playing fighting games altogether. But I'm sure fighting games today have fixed this lag quitting problem. But like I said earlier with the Street Fighter comments, there were just too many diehard fanboys who will defend their favorite game to the death. And I just don't want to be a part of it anymore. Hey, don't you ever talk shit about Street Fighter 5! It's the best game ever made! Like, fuck off. I'm sure nowadays everyone is playing video games in some way or another. I try not to get too caught up in them anymore because of how corrupt they've gotten. Microtransactions, fanboys, cheaters. It's a real mess, so I kind of retired from being a hardcore gamer. And I can tell you exactly when I stopped being a hardcore gamer too. It was around the end of 2012. I used to play a game called City of Heroes. I fucking loved that game. It was an MMO superhero based game. I won't get into the details of the adventure and drama I went in that game. Instead, I'm just gonna tell you that the game ended up getting shut down permanently around that time, and that was sort of a wake-up call for me. Because that game was all I did. Like, once the game shut down, I had like 8 hours of free time now. So that was when I was like, well, I'd better move on with my life. Like, this was when I was sort of still fresh out of high school. Like, that in-between time between being a stupid fucking kid and what I am now. So once the game shut down, I started hunting down jobs and started trying to become another productive member of society and shit like that. But I really focused on my drawings too. In fact, I think just a few months later, like in February of 2013, I started posting things as SlappyFrog. Like, when I first posted pictures on the internet, I just thought this was going to be just some small little hobby and nothing else to it. Now it's coming close to becoming a job. It's still not yet though, but oh my gosh, this thing is really close. I am so happy to see that happen. Like, if things keep going at this rate, I'm pretty sure at the end of the year, I can safely say that this is my job. I'm just really happy to see how all of this hard work is starting to pay off. What's that, chat? You want me to talk about dicks? Well, okay. No, but really, I'm pretty sure this picture is coming along really good. Just another page to MILF Party. I'm almost done with this project. In fact, I'm thinking in the next few weeks I'm going to start slowly releasing some of the pages. Like 2 pages a week. It depends on how much further I am on this. The story Linux has made for this so far is really good. I'm very glad to be working with him on this. Hopefully I can make another series of pictures just like MILF Party, but just a different story. So I don't know about you guys, but I fucking love crossover content. Like, it's the ultimate fanfic, you know? Like, yeah, you could make a fanfic about how Beast Boy fucks Raven, and yeah, that'd be cool. But how about Raven, Diva, and Android 18, and fucking some generic guy, while wearing maid outfits, all that while trying to keep it lore-friendly and canon. Now that's a challenge. So yeah, if I make another picture set like MILF Party, I'm probably gonna have like 4 random women fucking a POV male. Again, like how Elton Pot does it. But I don't know who those 4 women will be at the moment. I could probably do another MILF Party, but with different MILFs. Like, let's see. Dexter's mom, Willow, Elastigirl, who else? Who else is there? Madeline Fenton? Yeah, you see, 4 MILFs with like massive hips. That'd be cool. But yeah, it's just a thought. But whoever these women will be, another picture series might end up being my next project if I can't figure out something with another artist or animator. And don't worry, I'm not gonna try and replace AE Hentai. I fucking love AE Hentai. Me and him, we go way back. Way back fucking in kindergarten. Yeah, I fucking know AE Hentai in real life. His name's John. No, I'm just messing with you. But yeah, I fucking love him and I don't want to replace him. So what else? YouTube again. Fucking YouTube. Let's talk about that. On my last live stream, I said that I was thinking of putting ads on my videos once I hit a certain number of subscribers. Well, shit, looks like that's not gonna happen now. Everybody's freaking out because of ads being pulled from YouTube now. You have this attack coming from the old TV media trying to destroy YouTube so people can go back to watching them. What a fucking joke that is. And then you had the Wall Street Journal go after fucking PewDiePie, trying to take him down because he gets more views in one video than they get in a fucking week worth of fucking clickbait articles. They failed at destroying him, so now they're just trying to go after YouTube itself by telling all the advertisers that their ads are getting played in front of fucking racist and hateful videos. All the fucking humanity! So even though maybe like less than 1% of fucking ad revenue on YouTube is actually being given to videos that might say something legitimately fucking racist and stupid, some of these companies are stupid enough to believe them and cater to the old fucking dying media. Like, for example, even if YouTube shut down its monetizing program, people would still rather go somewhere else on the computer other than fucking the Wall Street Journal or CNN or BuzzFeed or Huffington Post, no one is gonna go back to those guys anymore. Everyone already knows those guys are fake pieces of shit. These idiot companies, all they have to do is just tell the truth. That's it. But because they insist on making everything fucking racist, Nazi, something-ophobe, everyone is just going to ignore them and laugh at their fucking desperate attempts to being relevant. Like, this sort of shit is dangerous now. Especially when you see people who still think that the Washington Post or CNN are a legitimate news source. They're not. The fucking TV media is so corrupt that they could tell me that the sky is blue and I still would not believe them. That is how much trust I have in them. Like, I know YouTube is fucking stupid with their analytics and giving people false strikes and demonetizing videos for fucking biased reasons. But now I have to fucking defend these guys because the fucking media outlets are butthurt that people would much rather use broken-ass YouTube over lying race-baiting TV media. It's so fucking stupid. So now the only way you can make money on YouTube is pretty much if you just make fucking kid-friendly videos. Yeah, so I'm shit out of luck. If you try talking about real adult subjects on YouTube, don't expect to make much money off of that. I just want this stupid SJW crap to go away. Not everything is fucking racist. Trump isn't a fucking Russian Nazi. And there are only 2 fucking genders. Fuck! I just want to listen to some YouTube videos in peace while drawing some titties and not freaking out about rent. Is that too much to ask? But this is what I was talking about back when I made that Slappy Talk video. People put their whole livelihood on YouTube, knowing full well of the problems that it was having, like even 2-3 years ago. And now look at it. It's fucking chaos now. Big name YouTubers trying to figure out what's gonna happen and how to fix this. YouTube is adding more and more policies every week in a desperate attempt to keep their advertisers. And you have these pieces of shit fake news articles by this fucking fake media trying to destroy YouTube. Like, I really hope people are smart enough to just fucking abandon ship and go somewhere else. Because I know this is not gonna get any better. I know there were some YouTubers out there who are like, oh, just give it maybe 2-3 months, everything's gonna be back to normal. It's not, okay? It's fucking not. And if it does, they're just going to attack it again. I said this before and I say it again. You can upload videos on YouTube. Hell, you can even make money on it. But do not fucking make it your job, okay? There are a ton of different ways you can make a living off of the internet, but YouTube is not one of them. A long time ago it was, but now do not stick around thinking you can keep making videos on YouTube and still have enough money for a living. Whew, okay, let's lighten the mood. Getting off the money problem with YouTube, I will say that I go there all the time. How about I list off some of the channels I listen to? Louder with Crowder is one of them. It's a nice balance of humor with topical news. If you ever want to know what my political opinions are, then maybe listen to that show because I rarely disagree with Steven Crowder. Rarely, but I remember last year the guy was like, oh, Trump's going to lose, these polls are all accurate, and Hillary's gonna win. Like, come on, dude. I knew the moment the Democrats screwed over Bernie Sanders that Trump was going to win. No one fucking likes Hillary. Yeah, some people might have voted for Hillary, but it wasn't like a, oh, Hillary's gonna bring back peace to the world and make everything great kind of vote. It was more like a, duh, she's gonna be the first female president kind of vote. As if tits are all you need to get votes. Don't get me wrong, I love myself a nice pair of tasty milk melons. But not Hillary's. Fucking no. Sargon of Akkad is another one. Though there are some times he says things that I don't agree with. Like he says he's a leftist or whatever, but it's like, come on. Come on, you know you're not a leftist. Come on, Sargon. Stephen Molyneux is another one. Same situation with him. There are some times when I watch his videos and I'm like, come on, Steven. Come on, Steven. Steven. Come on. Yeah, and there are more news channels I like too, like Computing Forever, Paul Joseph Watson, Mark Dice. Yeah, I listen to those kind of people. The people that make the SJW scream with rage. Like, if you haven't got the message yet, it's kind of obvious that I'm a conservative kind of person. I hope that doesn't shock anyone. What? Slappyfrog's a conservative? No! Why can't he just be non-binary like the rest of us? Slappyfrog's a Nazi! I mean, my avatar is a frog. You know, like, us frogs need to stick together. I mean, not full-blown conservative, otherwise I wouldn't be drawing porn. Like, yeah, both left and the right have their extremist views. I'm just normal level conservative, if that makes it any better. But anyway, those are the news channels I like to listen to when I'm drawing. And I strongly suggest any of you well-matured people listening to this who want to know more about political news or just what the fuck is going on our planet to go check them out. But when I'm not drawing or I'm just taking a break, I like to watch other YouTubers like H3H3, iDubbbz, and Scarce. Yeah, Scarce has more news credibility than CNN does. Fucking weird. Yeah, I also like Borodante, Red Letter Media, Professor Thorgy, and Event Status. Yeah, I've got a good amount of people that I subscribe to. It's good because I never need to watch fucking TV anymore. Like, why watch a 22-minute show with 8 minutes of advertisers only to get a laugh maybe once? Or be told bullshit you already know isn't true. Like fucking late night shows are fucking canceled now. Oh, Jimmy Kimmel made another Trump is racist joke, haha, so fucking funny. I haven't heard that one a million fucking times already. Fuck TV. The internet is way better, more truthful, and way more informative. Oh, and I cannot forget my all-time most favorite thing to listen to on the internet. The Djibouti Show! Oh man, do I love the Djibouti Show. I listen to them every chance I get. They live stream on Twitch, and usually I don't get a chance to listen to them straight away, but I like to listen to their past live stream. I put that in the background while I'm drawing sometimes as well. I actually get most of my work done while I'm listening to them. It's my favorite show to watch. And they have a P.O. box where they open shit up live on air. I sent them some stuff before. Like one video I posted, but the other one I never recorded. But it was cool, I got a shout out from Djibouti. Like, that was really cool. Hopefully this vlog will be longer than my previous one. I like this semi-live Picardo thing I'm doing. It's more easier than my actual SlappyVlog episodes. The only challenging thing about this live vlog is trying to keep it going for as long as I can. Because in the traditional episodic episodes of SlappyVlog, I just need to come up with like 2 or 3 topics and make sure it's interesting and funny at the same time. Then there's a lot of editing involved. It's much harder to make those, but it is funnier. Let me know which one you like more. Do you like the SlappyVlog live rants like what you're listening to right now? Or do you like the original episodic SlappyVlogs? Oh, and before I did this semi-live vlog thing I'm doing right now, I tried doing this fully live, but that did not go as well as I thought. Not that much fun when no one's listening in chat. I got something in my eye. But I tried to practice a live show on my own. Like, what I did was draw normally but pretend I was live and try and see how long I could talk about subjects while drawing at the same time. And that didn't go so well either. The problem with that is that when you're drawing, you just need to focus on what you're doing. And so for the most part, you're just quiet the whole time. Because there is no way I could talk to you guys and have like a deep conversation while at the same time trying to figure out what colors go where. But I know other people do it anyway. I'll eventually try again and have the mic live at some point, and not this semi-live recording thing I'm doing. I know either way I will probably end up making another episode of SlappyVlog. I have an idea on what the next episode of SlappyVlog could be about, but I still need to make up a script for it first. I'm thinking the next one could be around July or August. Yeah, I know it's a long time from now, but I just want to make sure it's just as good as the last one. You guys really liked that last episode when I spoke about Fur Infinity. And yeah, I think it was my best one yet. I don't know if Aatrox or any of his fanboys came across that video. I hope they did. Not to start anything, but to just know the shit that they put me through all those years ago. Maybe get an apology from them? Because I would like to go back to Fur Infinity, you know? I know a lot of people over there who would like to see my work, but maybe never heard of me before. Oh yeah, and I still have to go to inkbunny.net too. I never got around to checking that site out. I heard a lot of good things about it, but I rarely ever draw any furry stuff, so I don't know what to expect over there. Oh, another interesting thing I was thinking of doing on my channel was maybe doing a cooking series. But I don't think I could do that without showing my face. I would need two hands in order to actually cook something. And I wouldn't want to like strap a phone to my head and record it that way. I mean, I'm not really that good at cooking anyway. Yeah, the video would just be me trying to make some weird recipe for the first time. I think that would be more interesting than me just trying to teach you guys how to cook something like these other cooking YouTube channels do. It would be something like, okay guys, today we're gonna make chicken pot pie. Now, I've never made this before, but how hard could it be? And then at the end, I just burn it. You know, I might actually do that. Slappyfrog cooking. Yeah, I have a lot of ideas, but it's just hard to balance everything sometimes. Because I know at the end of the day, I'm an artist first, then a video maker second. I may make you guys laugh every now and again, but ultimately, you guys want to see porn. Like, you guys want to see this. Fucking tits and balls and... You guys on YouTube can't see this, but I am currently circling Marge's sweet tits. But yeah, I'll probably end up doing a face reveal at some point. Like, as odd as it sounds, I think it would help grow a bit of a relationship between me and you guys. Like, it lets you guys know that I'm not some sort of creepy freak, you know, like a 60-year-old guy who's balding and out of shape. I'm just a normal looking guy. I mean, a lot of great artists have shown their faces before, so I'd like to do that too. Like, everyone knows what the Sleepycast guys look like. Except for Shadman. I don't know if he's ever shown his face before. I know he covers it up heavily in his live streams. Like, that kind of freaks me out. Like, why does he do that? If anyone knows why, please tell me. Either in the chat or in the comments. But anyway, before I do it, I do need to get some nice equipment for it. I don't want to have a shitty camera with that grainy static going on. Like, I don't want to just take a picture and just show it to you guys. That sucks. Like, I want to make it a moment. With like some fucking fireworks and heavy music and big tits everywhere. I want a fucking explosion in the background. And I would need a green screen too. Seriously though, maybe I can make some sort of goofy skits with the vlogs and put me in some scenes with Zoe or something like that. It would be like Roger Rabbit, you know, like real me but with cartoon Zoe. You know, that would be awesome. Like, okay, wait, seriously, I can make some good ideas with that. Like, that could be a new series. Okay, picture this, you guys. An interview show where I got a desk and I'm sitting on one side, like real me, not the frog. And next to me on the couch is like a cartoon character, like Rouge the Bat. And I just interview the person about like sex stuff, like a reverse Space Ghost coast to coast. Real me, but cartoon characters. Like with the green screen, I could actually do that. Shit, that would be so cool. I'm gonna do that, you guys. Seriously, that would be some entertaining stuff right there. Yeah, I would be the new king of late night. Suck it, Jimmy Kimmel. It could be like after hours with Slappyfrog. I really want to do that, you guys. If not by the end of this year, then definitely sometime next year. Like, oh man, that's awesome. Man, green screens kick ass. And I could probably go to Twitch with a green screen. Like, you have to have a green screen if you're gonna do live Twitch streams. It's just a hidden rule. Oh man, the creative juices are just flowing right now. Like fucking Steve Jizz in this picture. Just so much creative juices everywhere. Yeah, like, what if I got a green screen with a camera and a gaming PC so I could get on Steam? Then I could just like live stream playing some video games that you guys requested. I mean, not one of those AAA games, but more like the indie games. And since I have like a green screen, I could like get some cartoon characters to stop by, like live during the stream. Because I know you can do that. I've seen the Djibouti Show do that before. Like while I'm live streaming some sort of game, like Mario could come out of nowhere and be like, hey! Fuck, I can't do a Mario impression. It's me! Fuck you, Slappyfrog! Fuck, man, the hype is real, you guys. Whew, but I think I can do this though. Like, you guys reached my Patreon goal this month. Like, that's an amazing thing to have happened. Like, the stuff I just mentioned, you know, the green screen, the face reveal, Twitch, you know, like, thanks to you guys reaching that goal, that is probably gonna happen now. Obviously, you're gonna get more drawings too, but I just need to make sure that the goal stays reached for, like, at least 2 months before I consider doing any major changes in my life. Like, I would hate to fucking quit my job and then find out that, like, half of you guys left my Patreon. Like, I do not want that to happen. Like, wow, I would be fucked. Like, fucked harder than Marge is in this picture. But, I am very happy to see you guys supporting me. And, I really hope this keeps growing. Like, the more support you guys give, the higher the chances are of that epic crossover game coming out. Along with many other things. Speaking of the epic crossover game, yeah, it occurred to me a few days ago that there were quite a lot of video game companies sending cease and desist orders to people who like to make fan-made projects. Most notably Nintendo. Like, even if you made a game that is completely free, where you were not making any money off of it and this was just made out of love, and even if you made all the sprites and drawings all on your own, Nintendo would still force you to shut it down. Like, that is so fucked up. I saw some people made a Metroid game, and then a Pokemon game, and a Zelda game, all of them free, and some of them with their own original sprites, still forced to shut down. It's like, that kind of shit really makes me hate Nintendo. But I just want to let anyone know that if and when AE Hentai and I ever decide to make that epic crossover game, well, first off, the game itself is not going to be a problem. Like, even in a worst case scenario, the game will still be up and running because it's not a fan-made game to another IP. The epic crossover game itself will be like our own original idea, so that will be fine. But how I said that the game is gonna have like every fucking woman imaginable, well, we will probably work on cartoon characters first before we get into video game characters, because it seems characters from TV shows naturally don't get attacked from the TV companies. Like, it's mainly the video game industry sending out these cease and desist orders to people who make games about their characters. AE Hentai is really smart about all this whole legal stuff. So I know we will be safe from any bullshit a company like Nintendo tries to pull on us. But for example, say we put out Princess Peach in Epic Crossover and Nintendo's like, "Oh, that's Slappyfrog, we demand you take down Princess Peach." Well, then we will just replace Princess Peach with like a parody version, like Princess Orange. Or something like that. So we are going to make sure that the game stays, even if we have to make every fucking woman a parody. And if by any tiny fraction of a chance a big name company is listening to this, We haven't even built the fucking game yet, so calm the fuck down. The epic crossover game is still nothing more than just an idea. So don't try to cease and desist my brain. So how long's this been? We might actually make the 1 hour mark. I hope you guys are digging this live stream. Like, I really hope there were more than 6 people watching this time. But okay, let's come up with another topic. Celebrities, sure, let's talk about that for a few minutes. I can tell you guys the story of when I met Lita from WWE, or WWF as it was back then. That's the only celebrity I've ever met. I know some people like to overhype shit like, oh, I met Brad Pitt the other day, but in reality they just saw a glimpse of him from across the street getting into an airport. Yeah, that doesn't count. Anyway, I was really young when I saw Lita. Now, I'm not really a fan of wrestling. Even as a kid, I was like, this is stupid. So I never wanted to watch it. But the rest of my family fucking loved it. Buying the SummerSlam t-shirts and all the other weird things. Anyway, the wrestling people were coming to our area, and there was like some promotional thing going on where you could meet Lita at a car dealership. Now, I didn't want to go, but I was too young to stay home, so I was forced to go along with my family. So when we were there was like this annoying announcer overhyping everything. Like, we didn't get to see Lita until the very end of it all. And apparently they were doing some sort of wet t-shirt contest over there. Now, I want to say I was maybe 8 or 9, I can't remember. So being at that age and seeing a bunch of drunk idiots screaming over some wet tits was awkward for me. Okay, now here's the messed up part that I still remember to this day, and I think there was some like backroom sex going on. But when it came down to the last 2 women in the wet t-shirt contest, the stupid overhyped announcer was like, okay folks, who do you think has the best rack? Is it girl number 1? And everyone was screaming, but not a lot of them. Then the announcer went, okay, is it girl number 2? Then everyone fucking screamed even louder. Like, clearly girl number 2 won based off the audience's reaction. But then the announcer was like, okay, I'm going to ask you guys again. Is it girl number 1? And again, this time, the same amount. Maybe a few more people than last time cheered for girl number 1. But when he got to girl number 2 again, more people were still cheering for her to win. So the announcer asked again. So he was like, I don't know, let's check again. Is it girl number 1? That voice is dumb. Anyway, and this time the audience was getting confused. Like, even 9-year-old me was like, this is bullshit, girl number 2 has the hottest tits. So when he got to girl number 2, not as many people were cheering for her that time. Like, almost like they were confused, like, yeah? So at the 3rd time around, it sounded like it was kind of 50-50 on these women. And yet again, the Frosted Tips douchebag announcer did it again for the 4th time. Is it girl number 1? And at this point, the audience was like, fuck, sure it is. Number 1 is hotter, I guess. And so people just cheered for girl number 1 more than girl number 2 this time. And at the end of that, the announcer was finally like, looks like we have ourselves a winner. Girl number 1, you got a free t-shirt and a $200 gift card. The audience just didn't care at this point. So yeah, looking back at it, it's hard for me not to believe that maybe that first girl told the announcer like, let me win and I'll give you a blowjob. So anyway, after that bullshit was over, we finally got to see Lita. And like, we were last in line too. So when we got to see her, she just looked so tired and like she did not want to be there. But my family, especially my dad, was like, oh, what's it like fighting Matt Hardy or some shit? So I'm looking at both her and my dad and I'm like, dude, she does not give a fuck. So yeah, she signed some stuff for us and we left. So yeah, that was my first and only encounter with a celebrity. Bunch of drunk idiots screaming at tits and Lita in the 90s. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that this MILF party picture is coming along really good. Yeah, you go, Steve. So far, you guys have been loving the previews I've been posting on Tumblr, so I'm pretty confident when it comes out, you guys are going to love it. I saw there were some new episodes of American Dad this month. Fucking love me some American Dad. I hope all of you guys are going to go watch it. Don't make them cancel it due to low viewers. My art career depends on it. Like, I know I've drawn a lot of different characters from different shows in the past, but I just always come around to making American Dad and Family Guy stuff. I've made a ton of pictures, 2 videos, and now this MILF party. So the whole American Dad Family Guy universe kind of thing is something I always end up drawing. I will be slowly releasing this stuff in like a few days. You know what would be so cool if Seth MacFarlane ever acknowledged me in one of his shows? Like, it doesn't have to be anything big, just maybe like put a happy frog next to Lois in the background or something like that. Or any show really, like even Venture Brothers. Maybe they put a little Easter egg mentioning Dean in the fantasy chamber, you know? They don't have to give me a direct shout out, but just a tiny little part. Basically saying like, yes, I've seen this. That would be so cool. I wonder if any of you guys aren't fans of American Dad or Family Guy. Like, I'll be honest, I don't really like Family Guy as much as I used to, but I still put it on anyway. You just never know when they might show something hot. Like, I know you guys listening to this are guilty of watching a show that you would normally never watch. But you watch it because there was like a hot babe in the show when you want to jack off to her. I know mine was totally Spies. I remember coming home from school, no one was around, and Totally Spies was on. I just put that shit on mute and just... And I know a lot of you guys listening to this did the same thing. Don't lie. Come on, chat. You watched the show you hated just so you can watch a hot piece of ass. Don't lie. Come on. I can't believe I never got around to drawing any Totally Spies porn. I guess it's just one of those things that get lost in the back of your mind, because they really were just a slice of ass and that's it. But I want to know, chat, what shows did you guys watch literally just to see your favorite babes on the screen? Or better yet, let's make it weird. Who was the worst cartoon woman you ever jacked off to? Yeah. Like that one chick you kind of regretted after you finished? Let me know and I might just draw it in the future. And watch, you guys are gonna game the system too. Oh, I really regretted masturbating to Francine Smith. Please don't draw her. Please, Slappyfrog, don't draw Bulma getting fucked. I hated jacking off to her. So has anyone in chat ever played a game called Dungeons and Dragons? I know it's a really old and complex game, but I managed to try it a few times. It's really fun if you can get everything going. It's like a video game before video games were even a thing. I'll sometimes put on some Dungeons and Dragons live streams in the background while I draw. It's interesting to listen to some of the stories that some people can come up with. Like, this may sound nerdy as fuck, but what I would love to do someday is gather like 4 or 5 like porn artists and animators together and try live streaming all of us playing Dungeons and Dragons on Twitch. Like, for example, let's say me, AE Hentai, Freako, shit, I can't think of anyone else. But other people like me who may have a YouTube channel. But you know what I'm talking about. Just all of us gather at like a particular time and play Dungeons and Dragons and just go crazy with weird shit happening. I'd make a mage with like a really high up robe. Like skirt high robe so people can see my balls. They go around the village like, hey you pervs, my eyes are up here. That would be so dumb. I don't know if setting up a D&D game with other artists would work, but if I ever had like a lot of disposable income, I would try to see if I could make that happen. Like in general, if I had a whole lot of money, I would probably just put it all into silly stuff like that. And I would do it for you guys, like, this is just so much fun to do. Like, even when everything sucks and I have a headache and I just feel like shit, like, it's still fun to do. Like, if I could, I'd hug each and every one of you guys. Oh shit! Wow, look at the time! I think we did it, you guys! I think we made it to the 1 hour mark! Okay, wow. I got something for this. 1 hour successful live stream. Just me talking about random shit. This is a groundbreaking achievement, you guys. Okay, I got some people I want to thank. Wacom tablets, Samsung microphones, Lita, YouTube, Patreon, Google, Picardo, Juggling Balls in Mouth, Mortal Kombat, Pandora's Box, Lusty Lizard, oh crap, they're telling me I gotta rush. AIDS, Big Tits, Jimmy Kimmel, but not really, Donald Trump, Shadman, AE Hentai, Seth MacFarlane, Marge Simpson, Balls in Mouth again, Jews, Samuel L. Jackson, Wet T-shirts, Porn, Lois Griffin, Steve Smith, Stan Lee, Cartoon Network, Balls in Mouth a third time, the 90s, H3H3, and and of course, you guys. Woo! 1 hour live stream. Okay, that's enough of that stupid shit. Oh, okay, let's go ahead and close here, you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed SlappyVlog Live. If you guys like this live stream and want me to keep doing more, then be sure to support me on Patreon. There should be a link to it in the bottom of this live stream, or if you're on YouTube, it should be in the description. Oh, and this is going to be going up on Minds.com, and for the first time, this is going to be up on bit.me as well. So if you are watching this on any of those two channels, then that's great. That kicks ass. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to this over there as well. So you guys heard how I have a lot of these kick-ass ideas for things that I plan on doing for the future. But with all this depressing political and SJW bullshit going on in the world, you want to try and escape that shit and just relax to some porn and comedy. Hopefully I can be that guy you listen to escape the shit life may be giving you, whether you have a nagging bitch of a girlfriend or an asshole boss forcing you to be politically correct. I hope my live streams, as well as my drawings, are enjoyable and help you relax and chill. Because I love you, chat, and all the Slappyfrog fans out there listening to this. Soon I'll be getting a green screen and talking to you guys, semi-face to face. And who knows, maybe after that, we can get even closer. And fuck. Oh. Okay, that's a good stopping point. Okay, enjoy the rest of my stream, you guys. I'll be putting on some of my music now. Bye. Ugh.